Greetings, assorted intelligences of the internet. And today we start a new series, Burly Men at Sea. Let's see if it's any good. Well, I hope it's good. It's been in the library for a while. The controls appears to be quite simple. I'm literally just clicking and dragging to view around. Sorry about that. The controls for the recording software were playing me about. Click on that, and here we go. Oh, what's this? Calls one of the fishermen. Some kind of rubbish in the nets. Useless sea chart, grumbles the hasty one. Nothing on it but our own island. And a very decorative shell pattern. A map cast to sea without purpose. Must be more to it, argues the steady one. The brave one brightens. A mystery, aye. Folks in the village may know something of it. We should head back. Nice village. And there's the three men from the poster shot. And it's a point and click adventure type dealio. And they move together. Let's go annoy the chap with the whistle. A sea chart, eh? The young man shrugs. Can't say know much about 'em, with those landlocked legs of mine. Old fella next door in the coffee shop might have answers. Excuse me. Okay. I think this one on the end is the coffee shop. Ooh, click on the bird. This is definitely not a coffee shop. I like the stylized art style they've used in this. Let's have a wander to the left, see what's there. See if there's anything with the word coffee on it. Nope, there is not. Let's try the big building next to the musician. Definitely not a coffee shop. Anyone fancy a chicken? I'm sure most of us who actually do enjoy meats, excluding the vegetarians and vegans of this world, will agree that chickens are very tasty. And that was a bakery that we just came out of. And this is a forge. So we found a library, a bakery, a farm barn, and a forge. Let's go back to the bakery for a second because I thought I saw a pretzel in there. Yeah, they've got a pretzel, some French sticks, and some ordinary loaves. No, won't let us take. Shopkeeper probably doesn't like us. And the bakery is being run by a sweet little old lady. Well, if it isn't the brother's beard, what can I do for you fellas? Steady Beard prepares to speak, but the question is intercepted by Hasty Beard. Know anything about maps? We found one. Aye, and no ordinary one, exclaims Brave Beard. It's mysterious. The loaf-shaped woman continues working silently for a moment, and then pauses to look up. Mystery, is it? Afraid I'm not the imaginative type, boys. We're old friends, the ordinary and I, she concludes, returning to her work. Now, anything past the forge? Not that I can click on. Now, the musician said the coffee shop was right next door to him. And all of a sudden, I wish I had a sprint button. So let's have another look in the library. Nothing to the left. And let's check our bearded one on the right. You'll be wanting a drink and a seat by the fire, I expect. The men cast dubious glance at the tiny stools before complying with a shrug. Behind them proceeds a friendly whir of mechanical sounds. Ah, so this is the coffee shop. The old man soon approaches with a steaming tray. Single origin espresso, roast it myself, he declares. They stare blankly. Think I'd prefer a cup of tea. He sighs. Coffee. Relaxing, the men sip cautiously, eyes widen. Now, what ye found? He chuckles at their stunned faces. Observation, that's all. Folks come in with questions, and yours is plainly rolled in your hand. This guy's got good eyes. Steadybeard grins. Aye, then you are the man we want to see. He unrolls the parchment between them. All lean in. The old man deliberates for a moment before speaking. Seems what ye have here is the variety of map that brings about adventurous deeds and heroic feats. Aye! The brave beard leaps from his seat to pound Steadybeard on the back. But there's nothing on it, remarks Hasty Beard flatly, eyeing the old man. The old man grins at his sceptical look. Aye, it's a worthwhile adventure that begins with the unknown. The map has tales yet to tell. He turns to walk away. Ho there, what sort of tales? Calls Brave Beard. That depends, replies the old man, on what sort ye choose. He crosses the room, disappearing through a doorway behind the counter. Steadybeard coughs awkwardly. Neat. Guess we'll be going then. Thanks for the suppresso? I think it's supposed to be espresso. He tries. There's no answer. Well, onward to adventure. For a second there, I thought I lost one. Another chat with the musician. The musician nods but continues playing. Happily, she's shrinking the morning's chores. Can we take your axe? Apparently not, but attempts to steal the axe will initiate conversations again. Nope. Can't really do much with that. Can I take the hay bales? Any more to this area? Let's see how many chickens I can create. Now that we have baby chicks. Oh. Bravebeard sidles over to the chewing cow. You wouldn't know anything about adventure, would you, old girl? He pretends not to wait for an answer. Well, those are certainly busy chickens. Okay, let's have another chat with the old lady in the bakery. She's probably going to say that she has nothing to do with adventure, though. Let's face it. The woman shakes her head. I'm a baker, boys, not a storyteller. And that alone makes her one of the most valuable people in town. Okay, welcome to the forge. I can wobble through your blacksmith's tools and mess with the fire. I suppose he would be the most logical person to talk to if you're looking for adventure. The man glances up at their approach, then returns to his work with a grunt. Mind if we interrupt for a moment? Shouts Steadybeard. See, we found this map in our net this morning and do you happen to know anything about the unknown? Or heroic feats and tales and such, adds Bravebeard helpfully. There's a brief pause as the man stops hammering. He grunts. They wait. It appears he has nothing further to add. Well, that was a bust. Don't think we can enter this house. Well, perhaps we should avoid the point and click technique and go with the set sail technique, like a true adventurer. That's a lot of gulls. Sea rats, remarks Hastybeard, squinting. What do you reckon they after? Steadybeard frowns. I don't like it. It has the feel of mischief about it. Mischief away, grins Bravebeard, loosing the sails. Okay, anybody else remember the tale of Pinocchio? Or at least the Disney version, where they get eaten by Monstro the whale? Not just me? That's good. It's dark inside the whale, but the men appear to be intact. A flickering ring of firelight cuts into the darkness before them. Okay, I don't know who these are. There's two of my guys. Hello. Hello, boys. Go and chat with the ladies. Join us, friends. From whence do you come? Asks one of the nymphs. Oh dear. We were sailing for adventure and heroic feats when this colossal whale fellow scooped us up, explains Steadybeard. It's really quite discouraging. A man can't properly have an adventure at sea indoors, adds Bravebeard. I disagree. You're having an adventure right now. Be calm, friend. Imagine the wave. Become the wave, advises a second nymph. The others exchange mellow glances, nodding approval. Can't say I follow the sentiment in that remark, comments Hastybeard, but if you'll advise us how to hop off this vessel, we'll be on our way. The great bearded one brings us to a place we could not go ourselves, but those unwilling may depart through the fountain of the faithless, adds the nymph, gesturing sadly towards what appears to be a hatch. And our ship? She can't fit through that. Fear not. Once the great bearded one reaches the place of promise, he will open wide the gate and all may go out as they come in. So either we escape with no ship or wait for this creature to open his maw. The nymphs nod grandly. Time flows quickly in contemplation of the Great One's splendour. He who chooses the path of waiting is welcome here by the fire. Bravebeard's face shows alarm. I think we'd prefer to look around first. The nymphs begin to sway, but all is darkness beyond the circle of the Great One's love. You must first seek the enlightenment of... Found it, interrupts Hastybeard, grabbing a torch from the fire before them. Well, you sneaky thief. For those who are unaware, a nymph is a nature spirit. It's usually portrayed as female, almost always is associated with water, usually inhabiting woodland rivers. I looked it up, in case you're wondering. So, I can extend back to the left from whence we came. There be the boat, and that looks like a hatch. Or perhaps it's a way down into the stomach. That's a rather unsettling noise. That'll be our exit, observes Hastybeard eagerly. Give her a tug. While we aren't properly flotated, contents a nervous Steadybeard. We can't go about tossing ourselves overboard without certain assurances. Rubbish, grunts Bravebeard. Give me water and I'll teach it to carry me. I'm going to pull it. I think that might have been a choice in the game. Whether this game has choices or not, I don't know. Give me water, he says, growls Hastybeard. Well, we've got water all right, and to spare. Any other request? Bravebeard aims a fish at his head. Shaking his head, Steadybeard begins resolutely to swim. They swim to the right. Nothing to the right. I nose to the left. Nothing to the left. Oh, where'd that island come from? Land ho! Steadybeard's sudden shout brings the company to a halt. An island. Odd that they hadn't noticed it before. Unconcerned by this mystery, the men splash frantically towards it and clamber up, panting. Recovering first, Hastybeard stands, surveying the bold hill around them. Not much to it, he observes, but it's dry land in any case. Aye, but what sort of land? Steadybeard bends to poke the ground, which gives slightly beneath his finger. 'Tis no rock nor dirt. He pokes it again. Water begins suddenly to boil, the island itself shuddering in an ominous rumble. Bravebeard leaps forward with a grin, dragging a terrified Steadybeard. This has the markings of a heroic adventurer, or I'm a sea cucumber. It's a not too happy jellyfish. With an eager yell, Bravebeard charges and launches himself into the tentacle. Don't just stand staring, you blighted barnacles. Help me! Before they can act, another tentacle flies from the water behind them. I'm not sure. Oops. Okay, repeat of what I said last time. Before they can act, another tentacle flies behind them. Okay, I think I've figured out what I need to do. Click and hold the tentacle. Sailors always are good with knots. Or at least that's the stereotype. As the whimpering creature tugs half-heartedly at his captured tentacles, Bravebeard addresses it. Seems we've a bargain to make, beastie. You ferry us to safety, and in return we'll detangle this little predicament you've got yourself into. What do you say? The creature gulps, giving a quick nod. Right then, let's be off, commands Bravebeard, striking a leaderly pose. I feel sorry for the jellyfish. As the sun sets before them, the silhouette of a distant island comes into view. That'll do, beastie, over there, calls Bravebeard to the steed. Eager to please, the big creature gives a nod, speeding ahead. Having released its tentacles, Bravebeard pats the huge green head fondly and disembarks after the others. Aye then, you're free to go. Behave yourself. The creature gives a salute and disappears into the waves. That was nice of it. The waterfall appears lit from within, drawing the men as it cascades down the rock face. Beneath its roar, they can hear the faint sound of music. Hello. I bid you welcome, travellers, pronounces the man. Thou hast wandered far, but thy quest is now at an end. I will now bestow upon thee the gift long sought. The men exchange eager looks. What might that be? Inquires Steadybeard. The gift of... An object materializes over the old man's head. Music! That's a fiddle, observes Bravebeard. Music, repeats the man solemnly. Hastybeard gives an awkward cough. Very thoughtful, begins Steadybeard uncomfortably. But we aren't exactly of a musical bent, if you take my meaning. Confounded, the old man seems to have forgotten his raised arms. Then he finally speaks, his voice strained. Then why hast thou disturbed my solitude? The men shrug. We be pleased to leave thou to it, replies Hastybeard, if you've got anything here that floats. With a glare, the old man snaps his fingers, and a raft appears in the water near them. Begone, and do not disturb me again. The men push off, paddling the raft beyond the island and into the night. Okay, let's go right. Right is always right. I see mountains. After a long and exhausting journey, I think we just found fog. What happens if I scan to the left? Nothing. So let's scan further to the right. Maybe they'll wind up in Valhalla. And a doodle comes up to greet them. Well met, bearded travellers. The voice is deep, musical. Hello, stammers Bravebeard, wonder apparent on his face. You've seen much this day, she continues smiling. The men nod unnecessarily. Yet you have not seen all, she peers at each of them. Other paths lie untrodden behind you. If it is in your hearts to seek these paths, another day awaits. Hastybeard clears his throat nervously. Pardon my interruption, ma'am, but we've no longer any true vessel with which to seek them. Lost at sea she was. The silvery laugh ripples the water around them. You have travelled far without her, have you not? But do not be troubled. That which is lost may yet be found. May we meet again at the end of another path. Inclining her glimmering head in farewell, the creature slips silently away into darkness. Her words seem to linger, leaving them quite as they drift on in the fog. Okay, this looks like the proverbial desert island. Not very good sailors if you didn't have the sense to bring the boat ashore. Nice puffin collection, I believe those are. Nice birds, period. I think the cat caught a moose. and a door. Let's see what lies beyond the door. And we're back in the coffee shop. Thought you'd find a way to that old door eventually, the old man greets them. The familiar has a way of making itself new when you look at it sideways. Never seen that part of the island before, I'd bet. The men shake their heads. Still, have the map, he questions. Steadybeard nods, silently passing it to him. And hey look, we've got 4 new icons on the map. I see you managed to find those adventurous deeds. And did ye meet her? Aye, Bravebeard is the first of the brothers to speak. Magnificent she was, like the... My apologies to anyone who can actually pronounce this properly. Sajorm of old tales, but she told us we've more to see. Aye, it be there for when you're ready for another go. The old man gestures to the books. These shelves are full of tales like yours, and with the paths left untrod. There's a twinkle in his eye. I even contributed a few in my time. You see, he continues, what's left unwritten in one story can fill others. If you the inclination to sail again, have another look at that shelf. Burly Men at Sea, Steadybeard reads aloud. Not a bad title, that. But what's all this numerical business on the spine? And how did... He gives them a sly look. That's another mystery, if you've the curiosity for it. And one last thing, continues the old man. I don't mind telling ye now that I was the one who sent your bottle to sea. I've another to be tossed out for the next curious soul. Will ye do the honour? Art and animation, these look like the credits. Okay, thank you for joining us for Burly Men at Sea. This was but one possible sequence of events. I seem to recall from the store page that this is a multiple event game. Well, at least multiple endings. If it is we will meet again in this game for another ending. If not, or if I'm unable to figure out how to access them, it'll be a different game next week. So until then, farewell.